I want to talk to you today about micromanagers. For someone that is highly motivated, there's nothing more stifling than a micromanager. This is someone that evidently has some control issues in their life, and so they show that as they deal with other people. They have a tendency to find people that do not have a lot of experience. And so it looks like they're incredibly benevolent because they will hire young people. Or they'll hire people in a field that don't have a competency level to do the job. That way they're dependent on the manager, the boss, on every aspect. And that really feeds his ego. And so if you've ever worked under a micromanager, you know it's incredibly controlling and nerve-wracking. Here we find Moses, an extremely young leader. And I don't mean young in age, but I mean in leading. Yes, he did do some shepherding. He was a herdsman. But now we're talking about people. And he now has led 2 to 3 million people out of Egypt. And they're beginning to kind of live together like they never have before. And there's friction. And so they're coming to him with their issues. Now, in Exodus 18, if you back up a little bit, you're going to see that Jethro heard about all that God had done and came and rejoiced. We talked about that yesterday. And now we find that it's as if Jethro goes to work with Moses for a day. And he begins to see the load that Moses has upon him. And he says, this is not good. This is not good at all. And in verse 20, what he says is, you really need to train the people. And then, once you train them, then entrust some of this power into others. Some that can lead thousands, some that can lead hundreds, some that can lead 50, and some that 10. And so what happens is that opens up a big door to people that are seeking some help. In the devotional today, you see the devotionalist reference in John Maxwell's book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, talks about law number 5, the law of addition. And this is so helpful to bring other people in, to train them, to infuse them with the vision of the organization. This is exactly what Jesus did. Jesus came, he called 12, 11 of them remained. That 11 we find in Acts 1 is 120. That 120 turns to 3,120. And then after that, there's an addition of 5,000. This thing grows because they begin to entrust what God has given them to other people. They spend a lot of time training. So why do we go to church? Why do we look at the Word of God constantly? We're training. Why? That we might be entrusted with the Great Commission and the Great Commandment to do the work of God. I hope this is something that you're engaged in now. If not, God has extended that to you. Find that in your local church and allow God to really use you as you submit to His training that you might share the burden. May God bless you. Thank you so much.